What's good, YouTube? It's your main man, ABD Hero, back again with another video. Today we're recapping last night's game. The Golden State Warriors, Charlotte Hornets. I told y'all it was gonna be a battle before. I told you it was gonna be a battle last week, and it kinda was. You know what I'm saying? The Hornets showed up and they took this, the Warriors showed up and they took this Hornets team super serious, and we're gonna get into it and in-depth analysis. Alright, so like I said, last night's game, Hornets versus Warriors. We've been talking about this for about 8 to 9 days, right? The Hornets and the Warriors played twice in the last 6 days. The first matchup, we were hyping up the fact that James Wiseman first time versus Melo, Steph Curry first time versus Melo, adding to the list of like legends that Melo is kind of playing all-stars, Hall of Fame, you know what I mean, those guys who and getting that one-on-one kind of reaction from them, but then also seeing how he kind of matches up. What is he going, how is he going to respond to these moments, and can they handle him as well? And I feel like that we got that last night. However, what we also got is, because of the way that last game ended, these Warriors kind of approached this game with a different level of intensity, right? And I had missed a lot of this, but I guess throughout the week, Draymond had been talking about how upset he was at himself and how he let them lose, and he was going to do whatever it took to get this W, and he came out and played excellent basketball. So we'll talk about that in the breakdown as well. And also I want to say, I really recorded this video last night, right? And these games where the Hornets are playing over there on the West Coast, the game I think started at 10 o'clock here. It wasn't over till after midnight, almost 1 o'clock. So by the time I edited the video and was ready to upload it, I fell asleep, man. So, and then I watched it back this morning. I was just gonna upload it, and halfway through the video, you can see me nodding off. I was so tired last night. So we just go ahead and re-record it, and we're gonna do it that way. I appreciate y'all subbing to the channel, catching it, you know what I'm saying? Cause you got the notifications. I knew y'all was gonna get it anyway. And we almost at that big 10K mark. We're closing in. Watch it jump just a little bit. Come on, you know what to do. Come on. Okay, there we go. Yeah. Not a little jump, that's what I said. So, to get it started, I want to watch this clip, right? And then somebody put this little clip together, like the last minute and 48 or so seconds of just at the end of the game where Melo is just putting the pressure on them so much, and they was bending when he started putting the pressure on. It's just that the pace at which he plays with, sometimes it's just so hard for the Hornets to kind of keep it going for an extended period of time. But let's check this out. You'll see what I'm saying. Oh, Steph Curry can't handle him. One-on-one, he got Steph Curry on his heels. Robbing him, frustrated, turnover on Steph Curry head. So what I said, that matchup versus young Curry, we was expecting Curry with the foul. Oh, okay, go to the line. Steph Curry here, on his head. Yeah, I'm pestering. So you can tell, I'm showing you this, damn, throw Steph Curry to the ground. And here's one of the things that I wanted y'all to see. He knocks Steph Curry over, doesn't walk over there. Look at what he does. They got the cam on Steph, but they got it from the other angle. He goes, this is LaMelo over here, bam, goes straight to Draymond. So he knocks Draymond over. If we go back on this clip, first, okay, coming down the court, that's Draymond. Draymond flops, hits the ground. Steph hits the ground, takes out two of their main guys. This is what I want you to see, and why this here is going to be a matchup to stay tuned to. Because then what he does is hit Steph. Steph is on his back because my dad told you what? You can't beat my son one-on-one because you too small. This is what he was talking about. You on your back. Then he lays there. Steph do the right thing, hop right up. What's crazy to me is after all of that, guess who's still on the ground on the other side? Draymond is still on the ground. Now, here go to where the respect piece come in. as my dog walk over there to Draymond, who's still on his backside after being ran over by, you know what I'm saying, my dog. Now, he pull up, he come over here, and then, and if you watch it from, there's another angle or whatever you can see it from. I should have pulled it up, but I feel like I'm in my ability to read what little lips I can read. He says to him, bro, I'm gonna have you come over to the house tomorrow, we're gonna rap. You know what I'm saying? Which, if you watch the game, him and Draymond was like leaning and whispering in LaMelo ear all night, slapping him on the butt a few different times. It was a little weird because he did it like within 1 minute. He had slapped him on the butt twice in two different like segments of slapping on the butt, and so that was weird. But whatever. All right, so now we look at the box score. LaMelo ended up with 22 points. 6 assists, 7 rebounds, and truthfully, he should have probably had about 12 assists. The way that he was passing the ball last night, he should have been comparable to Draymond as far as assists go, but folks just wasn't finishing him. Bismack was just clumsily around the rim, a little bit off. I miss Cody Zeller when he's out, right? Because at least Cody is going to be solid. Sometimes Cody going to want to do his own thing, but if you get the ball in his hands, he's going to attempt to score with it. You know what I mean? And he's going to be more successful at times. Let's see. So he should have had probably about 12 assists. Him, PJ Washington would get the ball, pump fake or something, and then draw contact, go to the free throw line, not being able to complete the assist. 7 boards. A decent night from the field. Let's check the stats. 43% from the field, 37% from behind the arc, 62% from the free throw line. This was interesting because I believe he missed 3 free throws last night, and I heard the announcer say that over the entire month of February, in total, he had missed 3 free throws. So that was a fluky anomaly for where he's at right now. And I'm glad what he ended up doing is just slowing down at the free throw line. He just was getting there and kicking it up real quick. Slowed down, got his routine together, and then has been knocking him down. We see him at a -4. And I think that this is, to me, this is a misleading thing here, right? You look at Cody Martin, who's a +6. And Cody Martin moved into the starting lineup, 8 points, 4 for 8 from the field. But I just don't I don't know what he gives you. There are just moments where I feel like when I'm talking about pushing the pace, being fast, playing quick, aggressive, he just slows the game down a ton, right? And there was a sequence where they inbound the ball, Cody gets it. Instead of kicking it to LaMelo, he dribbles the ball up the court, stops, then passes it to Melo, right? And I was like, yo, bro, come on. We trying to move it. We are, when we get them on their heels moving, like, we are more successful. And it come to a point where the next play, Melo catches a rebound. It's pushing it, what was it? Andrew Wiggins scores. But he is still feeling himself after scoring. And in the camera, you can see the Hornets inbounded. Melo running past Andrew Wiggins, still feeling himself off his layup, and then having to scramble and get back on defense. Pass, Terry Rozier gets a bucket. Like that's the kind of case that when they got them on their heels like that, the Hornets looked like they were about to kind of close this game out. That's what happened in these last couple seconds where LaMelo just started running, and they were like, oh, what do we do? You know what I'm saying? It looked like one of those games at times where the Golden State Warriors were trying to like really just sit their starters in the last fourth quarter, and they had to bring them back because this Hornets team, like Borrego has said all season, just keeps fighting. Terry Rozier, 24 points. He had moments again where he looked spectacular. Here we got another night where Malik Monk coming off the bench is holding his own and doing his thing. I like Malik Monk. I think that he's getting better across the board. I feel like they are getting better though. Instead of being in these moments where it's like, okay, here go my time to shine. I'm dribbling the ball up the court. I'm gonna go one-on-one. I'm just gonna do, like, a lot of times they get in a rhythm where they know, all right, let's give it to Melo. We got a better shot that way. Your boy Jalen McDaniels though, he still got to learn that. He came down one time, brought it up the court, and went straight to the basket, got a bucket. Then he tried to do that several other times, and it did not end well for him. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. We look at Draymond here. Whew. And like I mentioned, Draymond came into this game talking about something he was gonna have the best game ever. And 19 assists. I probably should have had 20, I believe. There was one that was debatable at the end of whether or not he was going to get it. 12 boards, 11 points. This is his first triple-double of the season. Shout out to Draymond, man. He's one of those guys who also, when I look at Draymond, it makes me question why a player like Jello's not in the league, right? And I understand that what makes Draymond so dope, it's not because he gonna score you a ton of points. It's not because he gonna, well, obviously 12 rebounds is pretty solid, but it's his intangibles. It's the way that the Warriors allow him to flourish in their system. Based on what you see or what Draymond, let me say this. Draymond's role would not work for a lot of other teams, right? He's basically like the point power forward. You know what I'm saying? He like is 6'6", 235, and is bringing it up the court, facilitating the offense, 19 assists. Like, he has such a very specific role, right? And when it looks at his body type, his athleticism, his shooting ability, all of those things, you would never be like, bro, that's a Hall of Fame NBA player. Bro, look at his intangibles. Look at this. And so when I hear people talk about Jello and why he might not be in the league, I hear them talk about the physical attributes, and I look at a guy like Draymond, and it shows me that Draymond at 6'6", playing power forward at 235 pounds, is not going to be the fastest dude out there. He's not the tallest dude out there. He's not jumping out the gym out there. He just can play really good basketball. And that's the thing that I wish we could see from Jello, is where he actually fits at on the basketball court. And I believe that he could have similar success to this as Draymond. If you look at the elite passer that LaMelo is, you look at the elite passer that Lonzo is, you have to believe that there is a hint of that elite passing in Jello somewhere. And if you watch him throwing them bombs, you know that he got it as well. Getting back to the game, we look at that critical minute that I always talk about. We see, let's go here, at this, let's see, 7:30 mark, you know what I'm saying, where we start making these first round of substitutions. We see Bismack Biyombo enter the game for Cody Martin. And truthfully, we got to start Bismack in this situation. Cody's got to come off the bench. Bismack looked crazy, but I'd rather have Bismack and PJ out there than PJ and Cody. I'd rather have that. I'd rather have it. I feel like Bismack, at least I believe, knows his role a little bit better. And when you put Cody out there, you asking him or giving him the license to do too much stuff. And when you do that with him, like, it throws off everything. All right, so Bismack comes in. Let's see. Where we find our other ones at? James Wiseman finally entered the game here at the 5-minute mark for the bad guys. Malik Monk enters the game for Terry Rozier. We see LaMelo play deep into the first quarter until he did not play the whole first quarter. I can't even find it. LaMelo. I want to say, oh no, he came out early. He came out early this game. Came out early and then came back into the game. Somewhere I missed it though. Somewhere I missed it. If you see it while I'm watching this on the screen, man, put it in the comment section. I missed it. It wasn't this early. But it came out, was it like a 5-minute mark? Let me see. Malik Monk enters the Terry Rozier. Did Melo play the whole first quarter? There's no way. Man, I don't think he played the whole first quarter, but I could be tripping. Y'all know I do that sometimes. Here we go, and then we'll end it here, man. Here's one thing. Let me see what's time we got. Oh yeah, we'll end it here. Here's what I'll say about Steph, man. Look at this here. Steph shooting the ball all over the place. But if you go by quarter, you see one shot in the first quarter, layup. 4 shots here. You know what I'm saying? 3, fourth quarter, calmed it back down. Your boy Draymond. Here was one of the things that we didn't mention, but was a big thing for last night. This kid, Kelly Oubre, had himself a hell of a game. In the first quarter, where the Hornets typically give up a ton of three-pointers, and they say, you know, we're playing Steph, we're not going to give up the three like we usually do. What we're going to do is let them dunk the ball all day. And Kelly Oubre relentlessly was throwing down hammer dunks, boom, 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 back to back to back. Here you look at points in the paint, 72 points in the paint to the Hornets 46. Second chance, like, we dominated in all other facets of the game, but dang, the Hornets beat us off 2-point field goals, which was crazy. But that's the game, man. That's the breakdown. It's your main man, AB the Hero, finna get out of here. Peace. Yeah.
No, not peace. +1, triple B's. We out.
There it is.